Hi, Elizabeth. I want to give you a little video on how you could cut the 14.5-inch squares yourself. And then if you're still not comfortable with it, send me the fabric and I'll do it. But here's how I would do it. I would lay my fabric out on my cutting mat and I would make sure that I'm using my ruler, putting the straight line at the bottom, making a fresh cut so I know I have a nice straight line. Throwing that piece, whoops, I didn't cut all the way through. Throwing that piece away. And then, because I'm right-handed, I need to cut it from the other edge. So I will turn the fabric over. I know I have a nice straight edge here. So now I will use my cutting mat and put the edge of the fabric right along the first line. Very neatly. Now I can go along my cutting mat and find 14.5 inches, which is right there. I'll lay my ruler down at 14.5 inches and make sure that the bottom of the fabric is on a straight line here and cut 14.5 inches of my fabric. So now I have 14.5 inches wide. Now I need to cut it into squares. So again, on this side, I would make a fresh cut because I don't want my selvage edges there. So line up any line along here that works for you. A straight line, cut those selvages off. Now I'm ready to cut squares. Take this fresh edge back to the edge of your cutting mat. Find 14.5 inches along the bottom again. Line your ruler up so there's a straight line at the bottom. And it's at 14.5 inches right there. Now I have two 14.5-inch squares. Let's see if this third piece is going to be big enough to cut into a 14.5-inch square. It's almost, but not quite. So you might waste a little fabric here. But you have two 14.5-inch squares and you can just keep cutting them that way. If you're not comfortable with this, let me know and I will be happy to cut them for you. But I hope this helps. Thanks.